What is going on, everyone? Welcome to Find Your Fait. This is part 3 of our astrological series called Learning Astrology. We're going to get right into it because there is a lot that I need to cover here. So the first thing I want to say is that houses are the area in life that the planet's going to express. So for example, the moon rules emotions. So say if someone had a Cancer moon in the 4th house, that's going to mean they're very family oriented and they are basically just a natural Cancer moon. They do everything that Cancer stands for. If you have another Cancer moon in the 10th house, then it's still going to have that emotional energy, but it's going to be expressed through the 10th house, which means that they're going to be much more career oriented, and that emotional energy is going to be expressed through their career rather than through family. They will still be family oriented, but not as oriented as a Cancer moon in the 4th house, if that makes sense. They're going to be more towards their career. So now that I've got that example out of the way, we're going to go with 2 house systems that get used. You have whole sign and you have Placidus. We're going to start with whole sign. So whole sign is basically just a zodiac based system. It's the oldest house system that we have. It's based on Hellenistic astrology and through the Hellenistic period. So how does it work exactly? The ascendant, also known as the rising sign, marks the start of the 1st house and every zodiac sign after that. It takes up one whole house, you can say, 30 degrees each. It's a clean and structured system that lines up perfectly with all the zodiac signs. Each house is defined by a full zodiac sign, making it very straightforward to read. Equinox and solstices. Since it follows zodiac signs directly and it is based on the rising sign itself, seasonal shifts like equinox and solstices don't change the house size. The vernal equinox, also known as Aries season, still kicks off the astrological year, but house sizes stay even throughout that chart, also known as latitude handling. This system remains consistent at all locations no matter where you are, including near the poles. It's an excellent choice for anyone born in the northern or southern extreme hemisphere, where other systems may struggle with angles. This type of house is good for traditional techniques, clarity and house rulership, and clean interpretations. If you want something that's straightforward, basic, then whole sign is for you. Now we're going to go on with Placidus, which is a time-based system, how it works. This system divides the sky by the time it takes for degrees of the zodiac to rise over the eastern horizon. This results in uneven houses sometimes, but that's just how Placidus works. It reflects how the Earth rotates, given a dynamic time-sensitive layout. Placidus is also more complicated and has more features such as interceptions, which we'll get to in another video what they mean. So equinox and solstice. Around the equinox where day and night are balanced, the house sizes are usually more regular. During solstice, the house sizes can stretch or compress, especially in regions far from the equator, creating a unique imprint for that individual. So it's not just based on the rising sign alone, it's based on the individual's exact birth time, giving a very unique and more individualistic reading. Latitude handling works amazingly across most of the globe. At very high latitude, Placidus charts can become more complex, but many astrologers find value in this as it reflects the unique time and environment of those regions, as most astrologers do know that astrology is very complex, and that the more complex it is, the more they can get. So this type of astrology is good if you want to practice modern astrology, as this is the default house system on most astrological apps and websites. It's also good for psychological interpretation, and it's a time-based insight, making it more individualistic, unlike a whole sign which is just based on the rising itself. So the question is, you may be asking, which one is more accurate? Well, that's basically no right answer here. It's based on what you want to use. It's based on basically what you think is better. But in my personal opinion, whole sign is good for predictive methods, and I think Placidus is good for more personality method. But that's just my opinion. It's up to you what you want to use. There's no right or wrong answer here, so I cannot answer that directly. So now that we've got that out of the way, I do want to get with each house system and what they mean. So let's get right to it. So we've got the 1st house, which is a self and identity. This is also known as your ascendant or rising sign. It is ruled by Aries/Mars. This represents your self-image, your external personality, your physical appearance. DNA does matter too, but your rising sign does come together to make you a unique individual. And it's also how others see you, and your social mask. So it's also how you socialise. Planet T strongly shape your approach to life basically. And it's one of the most important signs you do have in your chart. Second house, money and values. This is ruled by Taurus/Venus. This governs your personal finances, how you approach money, your material possession and your self-worth. Like I said before, it indicates how you earn, spend and approach money. Third house, communication and learning. This is ruled by Gemini/Mercury. This governs your thought, speech, early education, siblings, short distance travel. Planets here affect how you think, communicate and absorb knowledge. Fourth house, home and family. This is ruled by Cancer/the Moon. This represents your family, your home life, your ancestry and your emotional foundation. Planets here describe your private life and your sense of security. The fifth house, creativity and romance, ruled by Leo/the Sun. This rules your self-expression, your hobbies to some degree, your romance, your pleasure and children. Placements here indicate how you approach creativity, drama or fun-loving personality. And when I say drama, I don't mean bad drama, I mean in general. Sixth house, health and work, ruled by Virgo/Mercury. This represents your daily routine, your physical health, your work efforts and your approach to service to others. Planets here show how you manage responsibility and well-being. The seventh house, relationship and partnership. This is ruled by Libra/Venus. This governs your romantic relationship, your business partnerships and your public interaction. Planets here indicate your approach to relationship dynamics and your attraction style. The eighth house, transformation and intimacy, ruled by Scorpio/Pluto, traditionally ruled by Mars. Deals with shared resources, inheritances, transformation and your approach to deep psychology. Planets here indicate your approach to emotional depth, secrecy or your intense life path. Ninth house, high learning and travel. This is ruled by Jupiter/Sagittarius or Sagittarius/Jupiter. This governs your philosophy, higher education, your foreign travel and your spirituality path. Planets here describe your worldview and how you search for meaning. 10th house, career and public image. This is ruled by Capricorn/Saturn. This represents your ambition, career path, reputation and legacy. Planets here shape your approach to public recognition and professional success. 11th house, community and goals, ruled by Aquarius/Uranus. This governs your friendship, social circles, networking and future aspirations. Planets here indicate involvement in groups and humanity causes, basically your approach to those. And finally, the last house that we have is the subconscious and isolation. This is ruled by Pisces/Neptune. This represents the subconscious mind, solitude, hidden enemies and your spirituality. Now you may be confused that I said spirituality twice. Well, unlike the Sagittarius house, the 12th house rules your spirituality in general, and Sagittarius rules your path to spirituality, if that makes sense. So they're slightly different. But if you really want to know your spirituality in general, I do recommend looking at the 12th house, since Pisces does also rule spirituality in general. So, to get to the point, planets here influence your approach to inner struggles, your dreams, and connection to the unseen. So that is pretty much it. That is the 12 houses and what they mean. Whatever planets and signs you have there is how you're going to approach that section of your life and personality. That is pretty much it. I hope that this video does help you understand. And it's important to remember that there's much more house systems than Placidus or whole sign, but they're the two main ones that get used. All the other ones don't really get used as much, and most astrologers do not care about it. It's either Placidus or whole sign. They're the two main ones in mainstream astrology. If you have any questions, please leave in the comments below if I have left anything out. And until next time, I'll see you in our fourth part of this series. Thank you again.